There's another universe. Please make some noise. Give me a
Okay. All right. Hi guys. How many of you guys watched The Polygamist? That was on Netflix. That was trending. The South African guy with the big ass head. To be honest, I never really understood what ladies saw in that man. Not coming for you, sir, but like I really didn't see it. And even his son too, I don't see it. Like I just don't. I'm not saying that they are ugly. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But I just don't see, especially the father. Like I never saw what the lady saw in him. Maybe when he was younger, the younger version of him, that guy. Okay, yeah, okay. I'm like, okay. But the older one, I was like, he has hips. He has like he has figure eights. Like, oh. Anyway, that's something I'm used to a lot of South African men. Though they always have shape like a woman. But like, I never understood the hype behind him and what the, I can't remember the names, but I don't know what the baby mama saw in him. You know, I think she was just going for, like, when they said, oh, I loved him, I was like, anyway, that's not why I'm here. If you saw The Polygamist, I promise you, if you are a fan of Adesua Oman Nwokedi, who is an author, if you've read her books, you will know that The Polygamist is nothing but just the tip of an iceberg. Yes, you heard me right. Adesua Oman Nwokedi is such a great author. Like, she's a great storyteller, if you ask me. She's like a modern age African magic storyteller. If you guys grew up in Nigeria and you watch African magic, that's her kind of this thing. That kind of story that the girl will suffer small and then the prince will come and marry her and, you know, they live happily ever after, stuff like that. I think that's the line in which she writes her books, but in a more modernized and in a more Gen Z way. However, I love your books so much, ma'am, but the women in your books suffer a lot. And it's so hard to believe that it's fictional, because I'm like, there is absolutely no way this is fictional. This had happened, like, for real. Because what? I've read Call Me Legechi. I loved that one. But like I said, the women in her books, if you think the polygamist's wife suffered, you never see anything. Like, you have not read Adesua's books, because if you've read her books, you will know that what she saw was like a normal day-to-day life. Not trying to promote what he did or whatever. I'm just telling you that if you've read this lady's books, you know that lady, what she was seeing was not even, she had the choice to leave and she just chose not to leave, because she's like, oh, we started this together. Like, she had it good. If you compare to like the women in Adesua's books, like Call Me Legechi, let me even see. I just finished one, yeah. So I finished Call Me Legechi like last year. I finished one on my Audible, because I listen to books more than I read them, because for some reason whenever I read, it takes me forever. It'll take me 6 months. What will take me 3 days will take me 6 months to finish when I'm reading. But Call Me Legechi, I've mentioned it, right? And then Adana, I did not. Adana's own was too. No, she went through it. You know when they say somebody went through thick and thin? That's Adana. But Adana, and then A Love of Convenience. A Love of Convenience was like, it was somewhat like Call Me Legechi. I would say out of these like 3 that I've read, I would say my favorite is Call Me Legechi, because Legechi suffered a little bit, but you know, she found her foot somewhere and she found love. As somebody who loves like romantic novels, I also love like self-help books and like books that help, like finance books, you know. But to be honest, my favorites are like romantic novels or fictions, you know. And you see Adesua Oman Nwokedi, if you grew up watching Z World, African Magic, where Inyedo is the village girl and then Mike Ezorie is the prince, or Jim Ike or Emeka Ike. Those kind of story. You go like her books, like. But right now, the next book I'm going to read is The Ruthless Elimination of Hurry by John Mark Comer, and The Power of Your Dreams by Stephanie Ikeo Kafo. These are my two books that I'm currently going through now. And one podcast that I will recommend that I'm still listening to is Marvel Safe Space by yours truly. Let me see what other list of books I have saved, because I'm such a book person. Like, give me something good. There's one on my wish list. First of all, I love books written by Africans. I love books written by Africans, specifically Nigerians. The Marriage Monitoring Aunties Association. I like stuff like this. I'm gonna add it to my wish list. And then I'm gonna go to my wish list. Let me see. I want to see like what's on my wish list. Finished 2 titles. I can't even find it, bro. Where's my wish list? Okay, wish list. So the Marriage Monitoring Aunties Association, The Parlor Wife by Folu So Agbaje, Nearly All the Men in Lagos Are Mad by Damilare Kuku. I started reading some, but I've not finished it, but I'm going to like listen to it because I have the book already. So I'll just start listening. Mere Christianity by C.S. Lewis. I love his books. My dad introduced me to C.S. Lewis, by the way. C.S. Lewis Essential Audio Library. To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. Iyabeji by Adesua Omanu Kedi. Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. I know that the movie or series, I don't know which one, but a movie is coming out next year, I think in January, starring Idris Elba and all. So I'm waiting on that one. I'm gonna finish. I want to read the book before the movie, like right before the movie comes out, so it's still fresh in my memory. But these are the books from my wish list that I'm going to finish really soon. I have The Secret Lives of Babasegi's Wives. I think this one is like very popular. My friend from secondary school told me about this one, BC. She told me about Amala versus Kimchi by J.M. Ikeji. Yeah, I think these are the books on my wish list. I read Popular Biscuits in secondary school, but I never really finished it because I don't know, I just did not finish it. But another one on my wish list is Dream Counts, a novel by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. I'm going to read that one. So these are all the books on my wish list, and when I am done, I'm going to tell you guys about it. But the ones that I've read so far by Adesua, they're pretty good. I will say that. They're just like, the women in her books suffer. Like, they suffer way too much. I'm like, ma'am, if you can make the men suffer as much as the women do, like, the women go through so much. If you think the polygamist's wife went through a lot, because you remember how he kept coming up, there was a period where he now kept coming up with more women. That lady had twins for him, and then that other lady in the village, that big one was his baby mama. All the, like, he's known her as long as he's known his wife. And then that girl that eventually went to give him HIV. I'm not trying to spoil it for y'all, but like, I feel like by now everybody has seen it. But you know how it just kept coming up and coming up and coming up? It's nothing compared to Adesua Woman Woki, these books. Like, the plot twist in her books, I mean, for some of her books, I would say you can see it's coming. It's like, it's there. But you see that Adana own. Oh, if they ever do a movie on any of her books, they should do a movie on Adana. I don't even think they can. Nah, it was too tragic for me. It was just too bad. So yeah, those are my book recommendations plus my wish list. I'm going to add more book recos or recommendations or book reviews, but talk to you guys later. Bye.